Okay, thank you. Normally, when you hear the 10% that government has increased wages by 10%, it is not exactly the case. It's much more than that. Simply because government is equally, mandated to pay the 13.5% social security contributions. So the increase that we have given, there's an additional amount that government must find and add. So for every 10 Ghana cedis or 100 Ghana cedis that we give, we are giving 13.5 Ghana cedis, right. 13.5 Ghana cedis. I just gave you this practical example so that you appreciate. So if government says that I'm increasing your 1,000 Ghana cedis by 10%, what it means is that the 100 Ghana cedis is coming to add. In addition to that, government is going to find an additional fund of 13.5% to add to the 100 so that your social contribution will be paid. It does not also end there. There are some allowances that are annexed or indexed to the base pay. So as soon as the base pay goes up by 10%, those allowances that are indexed to the base
are also affected.
So to government, there is that extra, commitment.
And that obviously is good news for public sector workers.
So definitely. So when you hear the 10%, it's not just a mere 10%. It's much more than that because this is only the base. But the allowances that are indexed to the base equally will receive their, increases.
Has the numbers been worked out to say that because of this increase, this is how much pressure or this how much is added to the
wage bill?
Exactly.
Oh, definitely. Without doing this, the finance minister could not come and make a commitment on behalf of government that government is ready to spend this much in public sector wage bill management or in terms of payroll issues. Obviously, if you have not done that, you cannot come out.
You cannot agree on that.
You want to do.
So Mr. Atta, how much of burden is this imposing on the public purse?
We are looking at over 4 billion.
4 billion Ghana cedis.
Yes, just for the 10% on the base. We're looking at 4 billion. You see, we've gotten to a point where we must accept that when I say we, in government and our public sector workers, we must accept the challenge that we cannot continue, borrowing to pay public sector workers. So the challenge was thrown to all of us. His Excellency, for the first time in the history of base pay, the president of the land showed up to come and, give some backing, explain to organized labor and our good selves as to what the situation is. Of course, we have also had the presence of the finance minister at all the meetings, and these were adequately expressed.